Hello guys and welcome back to another Leisure IX Hispania Rome 2 replay. I am going to bring you another two games from the Eagles Rising tournament. We have Vetrii in the yellow and LordMaur in the red. LordMaur is playing as Carthage, Vetrii is playing as Zeva Kingdom. This is best of two and this is the first game. I will be showing the second game next. So, army compositions, let's start off, shall we? Let's go to slow motion. We have 3 units of Libyan hoplites, not the late Libyan hoplites, just the normal Libyan hoplites. We have 2 units of mercenary Samnite warriors. Sorry, not mercenary Samnite warriors, 2 units of mercenary Scutari with a mercenary Gallic warrior in the centre. We have 2 mercenary noble fighters on each flank, followed by another mercenary Scutari on the right flank. So we have 3 mercenary Scutari, 2 mercenary noble fighters, mercenary Gallic hunter, and a mercenary Samnite warrior. On the cavalry contingent, we have 4 units of Carthaginian cavalry, no missiles, and a general bodyguard, with 1 unit of mercenary Numidian cavalry that we saw Bobby bring the last time we saw replay with Numidian cavalry used. So we have, for the European Kingdom, we have 4 Thracian slingers, very good slingers in this army. You've got to keep a good eye out for those slingers. They will just slowly annihilate your units if you're not careful. We have a baseline of 2 mercenary hoplites with 2 mercenary veteran hoplites on the flanks, 4 falksmen, and 3 Thracian noblemen with 2 Thracian horsemen and 2 Thracian cavalry, 3 Thracian cavalry, 2 on the left flank, 1 on the face. Let's crack into it. 2 players are very well known within the tournament scene. LordMaur, coming out of retirement to play this tournament, hasn't played in a long time, so let's see if he's gone rusty or not, shall we? So we see a bit of skirmishing on the right flank of Carthage with the cavalry, as well as on the left flank as well. LordMaur hastily sending his cavalry to deal with it. Lost a few men on the Scutari, and we are playing on huge unit sizes today, and the rules say large, but if all players do agree to it, huge is allowed. Oh, sorry, I do apologise, we did miss out the skirmish corps. Carthage does have 2 skirmishers, 2 commissary Cretan archers, very expensive missile corps, and a very good javelin volley into the Thracian cavalry here. Not killing many, but causing quite a few damage, causing quite a few damage on the enemy horse unit. If we look on the right flank, he is trying his best to try and reuse these, use these Thracian cavalry, but on the Samnite warriors. But the Samnite warriors have a very heavy armor value, so it's not going to be easy to deal with that. As we see some javelin volleys coming in, only lost a couple of men there. Taking some heavy fire there, but still, this is wasting javelins on that unit. In my opinion, Samnite warriors need to be shot in the back. Shooting them in the side like this or in the front with this unit is not going to be very cost effective, unless you can get a lot of shots off on it before the combat starts. It'll slowly pick away at this flank. It's killing a few people, but most people are normal unit size, so large unit size is not the huge, so whatever kills they get, they need to be amplified. See, 5 kills, so really on a large there'll only be a couple of kills right now, so it's not really doing much to the enemy unit overall. So LordMaur is going to push up the field pretty nicely here in this formation, using I believe he's going to be using his Libyan hoplites very well. Bit of a mistake by the Etruscan Kingdom here by target firing the Carthaginian units there. Fake charge there by the mercenary Scutari cab into the veteran hoplites. Same for over here, scaring back these Thracian slingers, which is always good for Carthage. Carthage needs to make sure those slingers aren't just going to pinpoint these skirmish corps here, which is going to be very deadly. Because if he loses his Cretan archers, Carthage has lost his late game skirmishing potential. And right now, it seems to me that the Etruscan Kingdom player is just shooting at these Libyan hoplites, which is a very bad move. He needs to be using them effectively, especially how close he's bringing these archers to get some shots on the enemy slingers. Personally, Cretan archers shouldn't be shooting at slingers in my opinion. I think they should be shooting at these falksmen. They're doing a lot more damage. This Libyan peltis, which I also miss as well, is shooting at the enemy hoplites, enemy cavalry, chasing it back a bit. So that's going to keep that out of play for the moment being. Personally, Cretan archers are too valuable to be wasting on the slingers. Personally, I think they should push them a little bit forward, start targeting these very juicy, very low armoured falksmen, or even the nobles if you feel very confident. Javelins being thrown at the hoplites is a perfect thing to do, in my opinion, even if it's frontal armour. Hoplites are a very strong unit, and javelins deal very well against heavily armoured units, making it a lot easier. LordMaur doing a very strange thing here, moving up his hoplites whilst in hoplite wall, making them more sturdy against a charge against these inevitable falksmen that's coming in here, which we're going to be seeing here on the left flank. Probably going to get a nice charge. Oh no, get a nice charge into the Libyan hoplites, which are very well braced and have that melee defense bonus because they're in hoplite wall. Because spear units will do better against low armoured units whilst in hoplite wall, and these Vetrii are going to throw their javelins into the back of this Falksman, doing a great job here, as we can see, by LordMaur. Archer fire going into the hoplite. Still, I don't think archer fire should be going into the hoplite. Massive contingent flying over here. Massive push by Carthage, saying out to Scutari. Mercenary Falksman going down very quickly. Libyan hoplites holding firm. However, the mercenary hoplites from the Egyptian Kingdom are going to provide that stability that Carthage isn't going to be able to push through, and there's going to be a massive heat from the Egyptian units. The mercenary Falksman, noble, and a Falksman on top of that. So the noble fighters are going to go in and they're going to do better in that situation against those units. As we see, a very clean charge on the Falksman here, killing many people. It's also giving the Carthaginian player a chance to slip through a cavalry unit to get to all these juicy skirmishes, but it needs to be careful because there is the cavalry in the background there. He's going to take it. It's not a pull through. He tried to get it through, but got caught in this unit. So if he just brings it this way, he should be fine. However, that Thracian noble is going to be blocking that right now. Quite mismicro, to be honest. He could have done that very well. If you look at this area here, Carthage is going very, very strong. Odrysians going stronger on the left Carthaginian flank, in my opinion. Cretan archers not doing much personally, and I believe they are getting shot at pretty heavily, so they need to be protected. Right flank, the archers are in a melee combat against some Thracian cavalry, but a Carthaginian cavalry and the mercenary Numidian cavalry has gone into combat against this Thracian cavalry, and the Thracian cavalry should die. However, the other Thracian cavalry is supporting fire on it, so it's going to cause the Carthaginian more necessary casualties it doesn't really need. Personally, I think Odrysian Kingdom is the stronger faction of that too for this rule set with its max 7 melee and its heavy charge if you can use them well. The Egyptian Kingdom are a glass cannon if you don't know how to use them correctly, so it's very risky bringing it against somebody like LordMaur. General getting a nice charge off in the Thracian horseman there. Very risky way to use the general, but there's supporting infantry there, so I don't think he's going to be in any trouble. Carthaginian cavalry engaging the Thracian horsemen out here. The Thracian horsemen will always beat the Carthaginian cavalry. They both get a clean charge, and it seems that this Thracian cavalry here is going to be mopping up this mismicroed Carthaginian cavalry unit here. I've actually sacrificed in this case with his Cretan archers away, which he might be doing, which is a smart choice. Numidian cap's going to die with 9 kills, not very cost effective. Thracian cavalry doing a very good job there, 77 kills, cost effective. Falksman cycle charging, moving into this build here. Noble fighters are going to take a bit of a hit from that, and the slingers are starting to cause a lot of trouble onto the Carthaginian blob here. As you can see, this continued slinger fire here is really starting to hamper the Carthaginian war effort here. As we see, the Gallic warriors are dropping pretty quickly. Even the general's starting to lose quite a few troops to this and needs to get out of there. Libyan pelters are going to get out of there. Also, these slingers are starting to really hurt. This unit's got 88 kills. Carthage needs to get its cavalry through, which it's trying to do now. It's brought 3 of this unit and it's trying to do some cycle charging through here. However, you can't pull through, or that would be, you can't pull through all the way out through here. If he's going to knock down, it would be a breakage of the rules, which he hasn't done. However, if he gets these 2 slingers to rout, which he has managed to do, this is very good, and he can happily move through to the next unit without it being classed as pull through. There is a hoplite unit engaging it from the rear, but by pushing this way, you're actually going out of the engagement, not through the engagement. So that's perfectly not against the rules. General's bodyguard getting a charge against these nobles that are trying to charge the Cretans. General probably will win that engagement and rout this Thracian noble that only has 195 kills. He's doing very good. General's bodyguard, meh, but needs to be careful because there's a Thracian cavalry. Thracian horseman moving in there, and the general doesn't want to get in that. I believe the general did actually even lose that engagement, and I believe the general is dead from the Carthaginian. Nope, Carthaginian general is alive, I believe. Let me just have a look on our unit. General recently, yeah, the Carthaginian general has died, so Carthage is going to be struggling here. Very, very even. A lot of missiles left and a lot of cavalry left, with the mercenary veteran hoplite for the Egyptian Kingdom. So I don't think Carthage is going to be able to pull it out. There's a mismicroed Samnite war in the back here. However, there is there's a lot of troops, and there's a lot of those skirmishers lying back in the field as well. There is a pretty healthy noble fighter going on here, so he can really pull this Libyan hoplite out, but he doesn't really need to. Carthaginian general is dead. I believe Etruscan Kingdom general is alive. Yeah, he is alive. Yeah, Etruscan Kingdom general is alive. Don't know how he is alive, but he is. Yeah, there he is there. Don't know how he survived, but very lucky. Carthage is just wavering under the pressure, and the balance bar is heavily in Etruscan Kingdom's favour. Good counter pick. The Etruscan Kingdom was a counter pick to LordMaur's Carthage. Very well played there by both players. Very interesting and fun game. It's not often you see Vetrii getting beat there. LordMaur using the Etruscan Kingdom exceptionally well. So Vetrii got countered pretty hard on that build, but it was very, very well played. LordMaur's army shows it shows one thing, that LordMaur is not out of this fight yet. Just because he's taken a bit of time off, he's no one to be reckoned with. As we can see, his great use of Thracian cavalry has been used to great effect. Personally, I don't think the second Cretan was used effectively. First Cretan was used very effectively. Slingers were used exceptionally well, in my opinion, overall, killing lots of enemies. Noble fighters used perfectly well. Scrutari weren't used full effectiveness for 2 units. Samnite warriors, I think, were a bit neglected. Good idea with the Libyan hoplites the way they were used quite well. Overall, the Cav and the mercenary Numidians were not useful at all, and they shouldn't have been brought, especially against Thracian cavalry, which is generally better than them all the way. And the Carthaginian Cav didn't do that well, as well as a general. Scrutari Cav as well didn't do well. One unit of Carthaginian Cav did alright, but that was the one that got into the cheap slinger unit. So overall, just LordMaur outbuilt him and outmicroed him, so it was very well played. A well-deserved win there. So we'll go on to game 2, if I can just find it here. Let me find it. Match 1 against Vetrii's there. Let me find it. There we go, Vetrii game 2. So, Vetrii's playing as the Lusitani, LordMaur playing as the Empress. Let's watch. So, as we can see by the builds here, we'll just jump in straight into the builds and watch them here. So, Empress has 1 Royal Peltish General playing as LordMaur. So we have 1 Royal Peltish General, 3 Italian Cavalry. I'll carry on. So we'll look for the Cavalry Corps first. 1 Royal Peltish General, 4 Thessalian Cavalry, pretty standard. An Italian Cav. Sorry, 3 Thessalians and 2 Italian Cav. Furious Spear. Yeah, we've got a Furious Spear meter shield line, which is a very expensive meter shield line. A mercenary Etruscan and a mercenary Samnite warrior. Two mercenary Samnite warriors and a mercenary Etruscan on the right flank in the centre. Royal Peltist with the other mercenary Etruscan hoplite, with two mercenary Italian swords backing up the left flank. So by the look of it, in my opinion, the left flank is slightly stronger than the right flank. So, and a unit of skirmisher cavalry. Very rare, very weak unit for the skirmishers, but against Lusitani, who don't believe they can field them, and I think it's very expensive. So if I look at the Lusitani army we're going to consist of a Scrutari spearman front line. That's probably why those Furious spears are there for, because it's both very expensive meat shield line of 4 Scrutari spearmen versus 4 Furious spears. 4 Iberian slingers, I believe. Nope, sorry. 3 Iberian slingers and a Balearic slinger. We have 4 veteran warriors. Just let me make sure that's correct. Yep, 4 veteran warriors. Iberian sword on each flank as well. An Iberian sword on the left, on Lusitani's right flank, and a Lusitani noble on the left. So that means 2 Lusitani nobles, 4 veteran shield warriors, and Iberian swords for the melee contingent. Cavalry seems to be made up of 2 Scrutari cavalry. 1, 2, 3, 4 Scrutari cavalry. So in my opinion, the melee cav goes towards Lusitani. Infantry melee wise goes towards Lusitani. Shock cav and missiles shock cavalry goes to Emperors. Spear units goes to Emperors. Missiles, I believe, will go to Lusitani because of that one Balearic they have. I don't think he brought a Rhodian. Nah, they're just free slingers. So he has the melee core. He has the missile core. Cavalry definitely in Epirus's favour, I would say. Spear infantry definitely in Epirus's favour because it's a Greek faction. However, those swords are going to easily be the Italian swords. So he has to use these very well. So For your spears going to be throwing their spears now, I believe. So we've got some Skritari spearmen in loose formation, which is very good actually if they're going to get shot at. Which they are getting shot at by spears, by their slingers, which is quite surprising. But I believe they want to get rid of that Lusitani meat shield line, so LordMaur's going to be throwing some of his javelins onto these Skritari spearmen here. Whilst bringing the slinger up, I believe they're going to target the general, which will be a very good choice. Losing Lusitani general being lost is a big thing. Lusitani general has brought Second Wind and Battle Rhythm, whilst LordMaur has also brought the same as well, as we can see there with the Battle Rhythm and Second Wind general ability. Slinger are about to rout here in the centre, which is not good for the early game skirmish with LordMaur. LordMaur, in my opinion, does have the worse faction than the two for this rule set. Lusitani is a very strong it's very strong in my opinion. Some nice javelins being thrown here, but however I believe this unit was caught actually by the Skritari a little bit. It wasn't caught too badly, so can get away with it with minimum casualties of only 6 men, so 8 men, sorry, so at least you can get away with that. Four Spears going to get into melee combat actually before they form their javelins, which is not what LordMaur wants, so he's going to pull them back and calling the mercenary Samnites with the Etruscans to get involved here, which is going to flake off the entire combat, especially on the right flank here. We have a mercenary shield warrior getting in, the Italian sword's going to feint a charge, actually get a javelin volley off, the Thessalians getting a really good charge over here on this mercenary, on this veteran shield warrior, really hurting it, and then going to get a charge in there. Same thing here with the mercenary Italian cab onto the veteran shield warrior. It's not going to be as effective, still doing plenty of damage to stop that charge. However, he needs to get his mercenary Etruscan hoplites in there. So overall, done pretty well so far. Mercenary Italian cab did take a lot of casualties. Thessalians didn't take that many actually. Took a very small amount and killed 42 veteran shield warriors. So it was a good charge there. Probably will win that then. We'll probably win that combat for the Empress there. A lot of javelins being thrown in the background here. So this veteran shield warrior that's trying to retreat is going to be taking javelins here. Bad, unlucky Michael there by LordMaur takes a heavy javelin volley by the Skritari spearman there as they try to sneak through. Skritari camp have been brought up onto the field here, and as we can see here, mercenary Italian camp is routed in the field by missile fire. So unfortunately, cavalry unit's been wiped off the face of the earth due to missile micro on LordMaur's part. Great use of the slingers, Iberian slingers and the Balearic on the right flank to destroy that Italian cavalry without LordMaur realising until it was too late. So the Skritari cab has been caught out, and I believe overall I can't tell who's going to win this. So great, I personally think that it will go in LordMaur's favour early on. However, with the reserves being called off as some more veteran shield warriors, and Lusitani Noble being thrown into there, I believe Lusitani will have the benefit over here. Furious Spear going to get absolutely devastated by the Lusitani Noble. Left flank, however, LordMaur's throwing everything has it to it. Italian sword going in, the Thessalian cab going in, Furious Spear getting in, but the veteran shield warriors can make quick work of these cheap Italian swords and the Furious Spears. So support needs to be sent there. Royal Pelters General, I believe, does need to be brought up to the field and dealt with this general. Needs to be dealt with this general. I believe some Furious Spears with the Royal Pelters Spears need to be thrown on the javelins. Need to be thrown on this general, and maybe some shot cavalry getting thrown into it as well, as it already has 128 kills, very few deaths, and a chevron. However, it's taking some heavy missile fire, so some of its units will begin to drop. Right flank is slowly turning around for Empress. Actually, no, I would say it's slowly edging actually in Lusitani's favour, especially when its cavalry has been destroyed over here. And he has a lot of Skritari cap he can just send around here. Detaching a unit of Italian swords to try and intercept the very good use of there, but it's also going to pin up a unit. It's going to make this combat definitely swing in Lusitani's favour in the first place. Great javelin volley, I just want to point out there, onto the enemy cavalry there, weakening it a little bit. Trying to get intercepted by Skritari spearmen. I'm not calling that a pull through. There was so little of the unit left, and it was just a charge animation, not a pull through. And the unit did stop actually and start engaging that, so it wasn't a pull through. Lusitani is starting to win here. Royal Pelters General will have to be forced into the combat without throwing any of his javelins. With some Furious Spears in the background throwing some javelins, but these Iberian swordsmen actually haven't even just throwing the javelins, haven't got any combat yet. Balearic slingers doing a good job here with the Iberian slingers, killing an entire unit of cavalry. Thessalian cavalry being come back from routing is going to go on a long flank around the side here, but it looks heavily in Lusitani's favour. It's a Greek faction versus a barbarian faction, and the as well as barbarian swords, the barbarian is going to have the happy upper hand. Not saying he hasn't earned this win, it's been a very earned win, and LordMaur has made some stupid misfire calls, especially by losing this entire unit of Italian cavalry on this left flank here. Has been very unfortunate for LordMaur, and that's probably, in my opinion, that's probably one of the main things that's causing this game. Some really good counter charges, in my opinion, with the Thessalian cavalry on the right flank, actually making Epirus win this engagement at the moment. However, the general being there is probably going to stop that straight in its track now. So he's overall won the engagement on the right flank because of the great charging he did there, but he didn't have the cavalry to do it on the left flank due to the fact that he lost one of his cavalry units, and now his general is in the field now, getting a lot of kills, but so far has taken his losing troops very, very quickly. As we see here, he has got a chevron. This guy's racking up kills really quickly also, but he's taking a lot of punishment, and he's now exhausted. That second wind needs to be cracked on him very quickly. Otherwise, he's going to slowly just drop really quickly. So we have a nice route of the veteran shield warriors here, and let's get you some nice close up fighting here. We've got some Scutari cavalry thrown into the back here. A lot of fighting going on. Royal Pelters are very good, as we saw last time with the last Epirus army that we saw on the field. This Royal Pelters general won that first in the game. I think it was against Bobby versus Wolf of Vicaria. We saw it. That Epirus Royal Pelters is something to be dealt with. However, because it's only a heavy melee unit, that charge would have done some damage to it pretty nicely. However, so the left flank has been won pretty nicely for Epirus. However, he doesn't have the cavalry left to deal with to mop up these skirmishes here, and this side is slowly turning against him with the Lusitani general being there. Slingers need to be withdrawn, but it's too late as the Scutari cavalry has got to mop what's left of them up. For your spear in square, it's just going to get dealt with by the slingers. I think the real reason Lusitani's won this is not overall the melee engagement, it's the use of his missiles, killing entire Italian cavalry before it had anything to do anything. We've already had a single kill, not just routing it, shattering it from the field. It was unbelievably good. Royal Peltish General is on red morale, and I believe the enemy general has died, if the morale is that bad. No, the general recently died, so the enemy general has died, which is going to be the last straw for Epirus' morale. Well, Peltis doing a lot of kills there against very high valued units. That's going to be a mass waiver there for the Epirus then. That's a 1-1, so that's Vetrii giving LordMaur a nice counter there in that. So two not very high up factions on the game there, but it's nice to see a difference as we see with Lusitania. It's the first time Lusitania has been used in the tournament. It was a very good showing, as we see the Italian cavalry from LordMaur did really bad. One unit getting no kills and getting absolutely obliterated by the missiles there. Thessalian cav did really well early on, just didn't get that, wasn't able to flank and get those extra charges on. Skirmisher cav did okay, it's Skirmisher cav. Slingers, one unit did okay, the others did really bad. Those Italian swords did better than I anticipated them to do, and I don't think they just killed these Scutari spears, I think they killed something else. One didn't do well, Furus spears did relatively well. Etruscan hoplites did 50-50, one did really well, one didn't do that well. Sam Knights, the 99 could have done a lot better, the 151 with 2 chevrons would have killed something very good to get 2 chevrons. Scutari cav used overall very well, apart from that unit of 48. General, now 293 kills and almost a full unit still, very well used. Slingers and Balearics used exceptionally well, with only losing 1 slinger overall. Iberian swords used very well because I saw what they were shooting, and didn't get a chevron, but 73 kills and half the unit alive. It was really well used very well. Other Lusitanian noble died with 2 chevrons, killing 214, very nice. Scutari spears did average, and I think the Fourier spears had the better of them. However, the veteran swords overall just did better than the Sam Knights and the Etruscans, helping them win the game. But it was definitely the skirmishers that helped LordMaur win that game. So thank you all for watching, and for more content on our tournament, there will be the brackets below with all the other YouTube channels. Legio Italica, hopefully, who is also contributing to this tournament. Granted Total War, Bobby BG will be having all the tournament games from different other groups from the group stage. So if you want to see some more amazing Total War content, feel free to click on these links and just say that I sent you. And just if you want to see some more great content, press that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you all later, guys, and goodbye.